Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope you are well. Hope you've had a good day and all that, basically. Obviously, released a couple of videos today as well as ahead of this one. So just tell you what this one's about first and foremost. We're talking a little bit around this new story. I guess you call it new. Talking about our interest in Jean-Clair Todibo and how supposedly it's not over, as well as a brand new little bit of interest in Joshua Zirkzee, the Bologna striker. I'll tell you about it all in just a second. I just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And also, yeah, go have a little watch my other couple of videos today. We released a couple of really good videos today. You know, we've talked about Noosa, we've talked about Emerson Royale, Kubo, Jarrett Branthwaite. We've talked about a lot. Go back, have a little watch, see what you think, and obviously let me know what you think about them as well. But let's talk about the situation with Jean-Clair Todibo. So it came from Telefoot in France, who said that Spurs remain keen on signing Nice centre-back Jean-Clair Todibo ahead of the summer transfer window. The club have had talks with his entourage about signing him. So, quick little recap before we talk about that, okay? Quick little recap. We know at the start of this window, around Christmas time, so about a month ago, Jean-Clair Todibo supposedly was the number one target. You know, he was the guy that I think the majority of Spurs fans wanted. And then the situation with Jim Ratcliffe, who is the Nice owner, becoming the minority owner of Manchester United, which isn't done yet, but it is kind of done, but it hasn't been signed off yet, basically. It's one of those weird ones, right? He's basically in charge ahead of being in charge. You get what I mean, right? And look, you're going to want to sell one of your best players at Nice. So you're going to sell one of your best players in the club that you own to one of your new club's rivals. You can see why he's not going to want to do that. But at the same time, player power is still a massive thing in football. And if a player truly wants to leave and he truly wants to go somewhere, he can dig in those heels and he can cause you issues. A la Kylian Mbappe out in France. Okay. He's a guy who's basically wants utmost freedom when it comes to his next move so he can earn the most amount of money. You can see why, right? So with Todibo, let's play a hypothetical game. If he wants to go to Spurs over Manchester United, he won't go to Manchester United. Now, he's a player that probably wants to get out of Ligue 1. He does want to kind of try himself in a, and I'm not being mean here, a better league, okay? He's going to want to get out. And if it is, Man United's the only team that's there for him, he'll probably end up at Man United. But also, because of financial fair play being a thing now, even though Ratcliffe owns owns Nice, he's not selling him cheaply to Manchester United. Man United aren't signing him for 20 million. We've been touted around 35 million. They're not signing him for 20 million. They'll be signing him closer to 35 million because it affects Nice massively. So he is a player that could still be on a list. And ahead of the summer window, it wouldn't shock me. Now, look, I would still think we're going to go with a homegrown option like a Lloyd Kelly, a Jarrett Branthwaite, a Tosin Adarabioyo, whoever that might be. Because if you don't go for the homegrown option at centre-back, you have to go for it somewhere else. You need to get someone in from somewhere else. And you're starting to limit where you're going to be working. And see why I'm thinking that. But look, I still think Spurs will want to keep in contact. They still want to talk about him. He's still a very big option for us. And to be honest, the way you look at it, obviously, look, Todibo is going to have a good run towards the summer now. Obviously, he's got the summer transfer window as well as obviously the summer international football. But he's going to also look at what's happening with Ratcliffe at Man United. Because if that deal goes through and Man United really kick on and they really develop it in the next few months, then I tell you what, you'll find that Todibo might look at United and go, that looks all right. But if it doesn't go well, he's going to go, well, I don't care that my owner owns that team. I'm not going there. I don't want to go there. And at the end of the day, it's his career. He's not going to be like, oh, yes, Mr. Ratcliffe, I'll go there. Not a problem. He's not going to do that. He doesn't care. So yeah, something to look out for. Let's talk Joshua Zirkzee. It came from Ben Jacobs. And he said that Man United are the only club to have held talks with Joshua Zirkzee, although Arsenal are also interested, or Tottenham could be one to watch. So I was looking at Joshua Zirkzee. Let's have a look at some of his sort of stats and things like that. So Joshua Orobosa Zirkzee, born May 22nd, 2001. So 22, will be 23 by the end of this season. So we're looking at more of a transfer window in the summer kind of attitude. So he'll be 23 in that window. Like I said, he is a centre forward, which is always quite nice. Contract expires summer of 2026, so Bologna still have a lot of power in this situation. Transfer market value them around about 30 million euros, so 25 million pounds. This season in the Serie A, he's played 19 times, scoring 7 and assisting 2, so 9 goal contributions, so 1 every 2 games. And then in the Italy Cup, 3 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. So again, 3 goal contributions, 1 every game. For Bologna, sitting in 7th in the Serie A at the moment, they're only 2 points behind Fiorentina in 4th. So they could be on for a really magical season. The fact that, they are above Roma, they are above Napoli and Torino. They are 1 point behind Lazio, they're 1 point behind Atalanta, 2 points behind Fiorentina. It's something that they look at and they think, he's definitely not getting sold this window, because they're thinking we might get Europa League football, we might get Champions League football, Conference League football. When you think Roma and Lazio and Napoli, they're always going up there. You still got Atalanta, Juventus, Milan, Inter, they're all up there. They don't normally fall into that position. So come the summer, that could be massive for a team like Bologna, who, in Italy is not a lot of money, but if you're not going to be one of the top teams, there really isn't any money. He's a good player. He's not a prolific goal scorer, but then at Bologna, are you ever going to be a massive prolific goal scorer? I think people like Santiago Jimenez, but you've got to start to look at it and go, well, Serie A is better than the Eredivisie. That's something to play into account. People talk about, Dusan Vlahovic, This guy, Joshua Zirkzee, is going to probably cost half the price. Is Vlahovic twice the player? And these are the things I'm trying to, you know me, I'm always asking those questions, see if I can get you on the other side to kind of start thinking about things in a bit of a different way. He's a guy that you can add to the list on the attacker front, with a Santiago Jimenez, obviously. I would love to know the style of attacker that they truly, truly want up front. Because obviously we've got different style of players. We've got Valise, who's a bit more of a taller guy. We've got Richarlison, who he's kind of that, he's not the quickest. He can hold up the ball. He's starting to hit a bit of form. Great energy, great presser. You've got Sonny, who is even smaller, less effective in the air as Richie is, but crazy fast twitch. Got loads of different style of strikers. So as much as everyone goes, this is what Ange likes, you don't know. I'm telling you that now. You don't know what he truly likes as an out-and-out striker. But I think he'd like an option. Options, plural. And that's why I think, Sonny's a bit of a wildcat because he's a winger. You've got Timo, who's a bit more like a Sonny. You've got Richie, who's completely different to both of them, and Valise is a bit different to him as well. Striker is an option. Striker is a position that we need to work on come the summertime if Richie doesn't keep this up. Now, if he does, we'll have a different conversation to have in the summer because he'll play quite well. You know what I mean? But anyways, then the video. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below your thoughts, feelings about Joshua Zirkzee. I'm kind of interested because it's a bit of a different cat, Obviously, you do have the situation where we talked beforehand around Todibo. Want to know thoughts, feelings about that? Do you still see us in there? Do you see us not being in there? All that jazz. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But guys, that's the end of the video. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.